already know who it is. I just so happen to be that one nigga Nick, and I'm joined here by my guests.
My name's Eddie. I'm still the king.
Apparently.
And I'm Astrid.
And we are here celebrating the Dirty 30. For me, we celebrating another beautiful podcast.
What is it? What is it?
Dirty 30.
The Dirty 30. Yeah, you know, we're here celebrating another podcast. We're here, you know, coming back from our lives to come down, sit down on the couch and just, you know, just talk. Just talk. That's what we do.
Danny, pass me a lighter, man.
Oh, we gonna do that now?
We're going to sing happy birthday together.
Nah, not singing.
No.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
Eddie said he was gonna sing it in the car, but he got a little shy for the rest of the
I'll do a Marilyn
world.
Monroe if you really want me to, doggy.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. Treat me like Drake with Madonna. Mr. President, yeah, thank you.
Sound crazy.
That's wild.
She fucked the president?
Yes.
Is that facts?
I'm sure.
We don't know.
I think so.
We're gonna let Astrid take the stage for that one. You believe?
Yeah, you believe that? You heard that?
I do.
Nah, but real shit though. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nick.
I'm glad we could be here, bro.
And I appreciate all of y'all being here with me. You know, I love y'all. I appreciate
No singing.
y'all.
Fuck you. Happy birthday, bitch.
Look, here we go.
Blow it out, man. Make a wish.
Just so everyone knows, I hate chocolate cake, but I'm gonna accept Eddie's chocolate cake because no one else would give me a cake. So,
yeah, man. We friends, man.
Yeah. I'm really gonna be 30, man. This shit's crazy.
Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
My dreams are not coming true. I already know.
So what's up, man? 30 years old.
Yeah, how do you feel?
What's
going through your mind?
Yeah.
A lot, honestly. You know, where I stand in the world, you know, who I am as a person, who I am to my friends and family. Who am I? You know, that's been the main question that I keep asking myself. That seems to be the byline of life. Who are you? You know, I still don't know. We're at year number 30 and I still don't know. But at the same time, I'm happy to have made it this far. I'm happy to have the people that I do have in my life, you know, and I'm interested to see what's coming around next year. You know, I'm excited for the first time ever. You know, when I was younger, I was dreading life. You know, I was like, another year. I was going through that whole little teenage angst, depression phase and stuff. And it's like, I'm on the cusp. I'm on the edge of that. It's still around, but I'm leaving it. I'm coming out on the other side, you know, because life goes on, you know, like it's obviously still happening. I still keep waking up every day. I'm hitting the dirty 30 and it's just, I feel more insightful. You know, I'm looking back on a lot of things. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. And, you know, I'm just, I'm grateful. I guess, you know.
I mean, okay, for me, how I look at it, like, I'm 28, right? So I'm gonna be 29. For me, like, I can't wait to like. I think 30s is such like a good. It's like the staple times of your life. Like you're coming into that adulthood, that maturity and stuff like that. I can't wait for something like for that time. Do you dread it or you kind of looking forward to it a little bit?
You know, I'm an honest person. You know, like I dread it. You know, like one of my biggest fears, to be honest with, you know, my friends here sitting here with me and to be honest with my audience, you know, one of my biggest fears is just not being enough, not being prepared for life, not being able to handle it, not being the rock I need to be for someone, you know, like I just want to be able to have everything on my side of the table taken care of. So when another person comes around, I'm ready for them, or when someone needs me or just needs someone in general, I can be there for that person, you know, because it's like, who saves the one who saves everybody? How can I save others and be there for others if I can't even save myself, you know? And I still do that. I'll still reach out and try to save others from drowning. Even when I'm not sure I can do it, I'll still do it, you know? But I just want to be in better standing. I want to be in a better place, you know? So if that person needs continued help, I can provide that. You know, I don't have to like step back or question if I should keep helping because it puts me at a wrong standpoint or something like that, you know. So those are the things I deal with. Those are the things I question.
What you think, Astrid?
I think that's crazy that you're gonna be 30. Like,
You
Yeah,
old bastard.
You know, I believe that
It's
it's
just- it's
old, but
crazy. It's-
not at the same time.
no, it's not old. I just think like, I mean, I don't know. It's like by to your 20s, and it's like, I don't know, kind of like a fresh start.
Are
I
you
feel like every
looking-
birthday is a fresh start, though.
Are you looking forward to your 30s or something like Nick? You kind of dread it a little bit.
I don't dread
Yeah, but
it.
even if
You said you did.
I mean, every birthday it's scary. You know, it's a new year, or
One year
you're
closer to
completing a
death.
new year. But I mean, like you can't run away from it. You know, so it's like I feel like you can't look at it in a negative way.
How old are you, Astrid?
I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25.
24. The good old days.
The good old days.
Man, when I was 24.
Low key.
Shit. All right, that's cool. Well, I wish you many years of life, man. You're my friend, so I got mad love for you, bro. So that's why I wanted to get you a cake. That's why I wanted to celebrate it on the pod, you know, so that way you feel celebrated, you know what I'm saying? I have high hopes for you, and I know everything's going to be okay at the end of the day. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't feel like everything would be okay, you know, things would be a little bit more drastic. You know, I have to believe that there's some sun waiting on the other side of this storm I'm currently going through, you know? Like, that's what pushes me forward. I will eventually hit land. I will get through these massive waves of life that I'm going through, you know, and I'll be back on solid ground. You know, that's kind of what I look forward to, seeing the person that I believe I already am inside my head, but seeing that person like come into real life and, you know, other people acknowledge it, you know, it's something I aspire to, you know, get to a goal of mine, you know. So I'm just trying to chug along, keep pushing forward, do what I can, you know, and not worry about what I can't handle or can't do. You know, like one of my favorite shows is The Boondocks, and there's this specific scene that I really love where like Huey's sitting at the dinner table, and I'm probably gonna mess this up right now anyway, but he's sitting there and he asks his granddad, like, you know, what do you do when there's nothing you can do? You know, and his granddad's like, you do what you can, you know? And what I got from that is like, stop worrying about everything.
Yeah.
Just worry about what you can actually change.
Yeah.
What you can actually see change, you know, something you can actually do and manipulate and, you know, see the outcome of. You know, everything else is just everything else, you know. And I didn't really understand that then, but, you know, now, everything now, like as I get older, movies, video games, like everything is just starting to make sense. All the little quotes and the little things that like people were saying to help the main character get through the movie or whatever, like they're starting to make sense. You know, all the things I was told throughout my life by my grandmother and older people who already went through the phases of life that I'm stepping into. You know, they were just trying to help. And I guess now, at the age that I'm getting to now, like I'm able to receive that help. You know, before I couldn't. I just thought it was like, oh, you're just trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now I'm finally understanding you're just trying to help me not be you. Not fall into the same traps you did. You know? But I still want to figure it out my own way. You know? I take pride in when someone extends a hand out to help, I accept that help graciously, but I also still want to do it on my own. You know, because again, I just believe in trying to figure it out on your own, you know, because I just don't want people to have anything to hold over me like, oh, you didn't get here, or you got here because of my assistance, or you got here because of my help, you know? Like a lot of people show you their true colors later on when things are going good for you.
Yeah.
Or like they show you their true colors when they're mad with you or upset with you, you know? And I don't want anybody to ever have any ammunition to shoot back at me later, you know? And I also feel like that's my problem too, you know?
It sounds kind of like a little like paranoia, a little bit like a little guarded.
Yeah, I am guarded and I am looking out like for myself, but at the end of the day, who's going to do it?
True.
You know, if I'm not looking out for me, yeah, I can take the word of my family and friends and stuff like that. But who really protects you? You got to do that. That's your one of your main jobs. You know, protect yourself.
That's good, man. I like your perspective, and I like the way you're looking at things. That's good, man.
I'm just trying to view things differently. I have different color goggles on now.
All right. So let's get into some topics next. What we gonna talk about today, man?
I mean, we got a lot on our plate. You know, we got like COVID scares going on. People are upset and fearful of COVID again. You know, I got people over here handing me masks and stuff at work, and I'm like, I haven't had somebody do that to me in like 2 years. You know, so it's it's weird to be back in that state of being. You know, people being afraid and scared again. You know, it's just weird. It's weird. You know, we could talk about that. We're going to get on that. You know, me being a gamer, since all of a sudden you want to let me run the show because it's my birthday month. And my birthday,
man. Come on, man.
You know, I'm a gamer, you know, so I want to also bring in the light. Rockstar's 25th anniversary, you know, like they've been around for a while. They've made some great games. A lot of people have played their stuff, but like Grand Theft Auto, like 6, they're going to release the trailer next month. You know, the internet.
That's a staple.
Everyone. My grandmother knows about that fucking game. That's crazy, you know? And it's once, you know, I played once.
She played with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I learned my gaming habit came from my mom and my grandmother. Like,
really?
my mom used to play Sonic the Hedgehog, and like back in the day, you couldn't pause the game, you couldn't save the game, actually. Right. So when it was time for them to go to sleep, I heard stories that they would get duct tape and wrap it around the pause button and go to sleep and leave the game paused all night so they could wake up in the morning and get back to playing the game. Because there was no memory cards, there was no saving or anything like that. You know, my uncle handed down all of his old Nintendo games to me and stuff like that. So it's like people look at me and they're like, "Oh man, you've been gaming your whole life. Like you just love games." I'm like, no, my family, my mom, my grandmother, they gave me games. You know, like playing video games with my grandmother used to be my favorite thing in the world. You know,
that's such a nice memory.
Yeah,
For
like
sure.
she sucked at them. She still does. I'm letting you know right now, Granny, you suck. But I enjoyed playing them with you. You know, you started my passion for video games and all that.
That's sweet.
You guys gave me my hobby. You know, so.
Do you think you ever get sick of it?
I'm sick of the way things are. I'm sick of the industry. You know, just because they take advantage of us. You know, like why are video games so expensive? You know, I understand that as artists, people who went to college for this stuff, you should be paid, you know, for your time and for your efforts. You know, what you do is art, but $70, man, and just all this other extra stuff you have to pay for. It's not what it used to be, you know, and it's disturbing to see the practices that they have going on, you know, but I feel like I could talk forever about that.
Go for it.
Is that like the average price for a game?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
That's the average.
$7?
No, 70.
Oh my God.
$70.
That's crazy.
And that's like the base regular version without anything.
That's
you know,
crazy.
People are paying upwards of $120 for
That's
stuff.
too much fucking
like
money.
the new Call of Duty just came out.
Wait, $120 for what? What's included?
Well, like they'll get like a special edition. It'll come with like a metal case, and maybe it'll have like a bunch of stuff. Like because people play online or whatever. I don't know. Like and they get statues. You know, like custom made statues and stuff. And
that's crazy.
You know, it's to be honest, looking at it from the outside, I'm kind of on the edge, you know, like I look at everything from a real standpoint. I'm like, okay, this is so much money. What am I getting out of this? You know, and I'm looking at it from the shoes of a person who doesn't play video games, like a statue, a metal case, this little extra stuff that you can have in the game. That's too much money, you know, compared to, you know, you using that money for something else. You know,
so. What keeps you captivated playing? Do you play every day?
Every other day. You know?
What keeps you captivated? Because to me, someone that I don't play games, like I don't see the attractiveness to play all the time. Like I get bored fast, bro. Like I used to play video games like when I was younger and shit, but like to play them like continuously, like days out of the week, hell fucking no.
Well, to be honest, like you've been away for so long, but it's like games are very social. You know, for people who don't like go out, go clubbing, go to bars, stuff like that, like these are our social hubs, I guess. You
Okay.
know, like for people who didn't like have a big friend group or didn't get invited to parties and shit like that, you would play with people from all over the world. Like I have friends from all over, people from like Japan and Texas, Italy, shit like that. People
Nice.
I've known for like years who are like, if you ever come to the country, you can come stay at my house. You
That's
know, like
dope,
I've
yeah.
known them for 10 years and even longer. You know, it's a social aspect. You know, I have groups of friends who I keep in contact from like high school who I haven't seen since we graduated. And this is our only way of talking, you know, like, yeah, we have each other on Instagram and all that, but like being able to like talk to my homie in person. We're playing a game together. He just got out of work. I just got out of work. We're talking about our
Connecting
day.
pretty much.
You know, yeah, we're connecting and we're enjoying something together. You know, like we're both playing a game together. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, getting to play with all your homies and doing shit. It's fun. It's cohesive. I
Yeah.
enjoy that aspect of it. It's just super social. That's the main thing. But I guess you can say the thing that keeps me coming back is just like I've always like before you knew me, like when I went to Grant, I went to
That's right.
Ulysses S. Grant High School. Shout out to them. But like they had a film magnet there. I've always been into film. I'm a huge film buff. I have like over 1,000 movies at my house, you know, like I am Hollywood Video now, you know, pretty much.
Stupid.
And it's like I've always loved film. I learned how to break down film, how to film a movie, the shots, everything like that. So it's like I love story. I love character. I love acting.
And you actually get to interact. You actually get to be in it, basically.
yeah, you know, like you guys ever
Playing a
like
part.
you ever like sat there and watched a movie and like, no, go that way. Why you going that way? What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
she's stupid. Why would she go hide under the car? Like, come on, like you be having all these different opinions. Now you can do that. You know, like you're in control of the
pretty cool,
story.
actually.
You know, like there's even games that give you like dialogue options. You know, where it's like you'll say something and people in the game will remember what you said. Like, oh, you sided with Samantha on this issue. So an hour or two later, when we having another argument, nah, remember when you sided with what's her face? Like they bring
You
that
choose
up.
your own path, pretty
Yeah,
much.
you
Yeah,
choose
yeah.
your own path. The story unfolds the way you want it to. You know, so it's like you're in full control of your own narratives, and I love that. I love characters. I love being invested. I love following shit. I love shedding tears when they die. You know, like I don't know, like I'm super into that shit.
Yeah.
But movies, everything, you know, like I just love media. That's if I had the opportunity, I'd work in that. I'd do
Yeah.
that. Filmmaking,
nice.
voice acting, whatever. You know, that's what I've been told I should do.
Yeah, I think he would be a really good voice actor.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You flex that a little bit before the cameras go on. I like that. We'll probably have a segment sometime in the future to get you to play around with it a little bit. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Asher, how do you feel about gaming and stuff like that? No.
I just
It's cool.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
play
it's
video
not my
games?
own thing. No, I don't play. I haven't played in a really long time.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to play with my brother, like the GameCube or the PlayStation.
That's right. OG stuff.
My brother used to play Rock Band a lot, so we would play together.
Matter of fact, they're coming back. They just announced that they're gonna start
Finally?
making those again. Yeah, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, all of them are coming back.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
where I
start a
got
band.
A lot of my music from Rock Band.
Yeah. So let me tie you into it, Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you had a significant other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he or she games a lot. How would you feel about that?
It's not a big deal.
No?
No, I dated a guy that was big into gaming, and it wasn't a big deal.
Was it ever a issue?
No, never.
No.
I feel like it's
No.
because like women's main
Alright.
issue is like, oh, what is he doing? Where is he at?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for
at
girls,
home?
he's at home. That nigga at
Playing games,
home
right?
playing games.
He's
You
not
ain't
going
worried about what
nowhere.
he's doing
Yeah,
or where he's
exactly.
at. You know, he's at home. You know, like you ain't got to worry about what he's doing, who he's with. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
he's chilling. You know where he's at. He's good. You know, so a lot of women, they should calm down. You know, I feel like that there's a prejudice, you know, towards dudes who like to just chill and play games and stuff. It's almost like y'all women want the toxicity of a man who's out there talking to a bunch of females and stuff. It's almost like you build this world where he is cheating on you. His phone is filled with a bunch of women and stuff, and you keep wanting to like go through his shit. But then you realize that like the new dude that you got is not like that. He just want to chill and play games. He may not even want to go out when you're like, let's go out. He's kind of, your main issue might be just trying to get him out the house. You know,
Yeah.
what would you rather have to deal with? Not knowing where your dude is at or who he's with, or arguing with him because y'all just want to go out and have a good night one night.
All right,
you know?
so okay, but now let's try to bring the other perspective into it. What about a woman that wants attention when you both are at home?
Well,
Is that not valid?
That depends on the dude. There's some dudes that are too invested in their video games where they just can't get off, you know?
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure, yeah.
And it's like, my issue is like, yeah, I'm one of those guys that like loves his games and shit. But if I was with my girl and she was at my house and she's like, hey, let's come watch a movie or let's cook or let's do whatever, I'm gonna get off that shit because the game is always gonna be there. She may not be, you know, like she could leave your ass, you know, she could disappear on you and shit. If she do, you still gonna have the fucking game. Like, they still gonna be there. So it's learning how to know what's more important.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your hobby or your life outside of your hobby. You know, because it's like as long as you play your game and you have all these accomplishments and yeah, you have all these friends and you do all this or your level is this high, whatever. But like when you get out the game, what do you have? You may not have anything, you know? So look around and hone in on the shit you do have and make sure you don't lose it.
All right, so I got a question now. Should we sacrifice our hobbies, our dreams for our significant other?
I wouldn't say sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'd say make them a part of it. Learn what your significant other loves to do, what they're invested in, what they're interested in. Allow them into your world so they can understand. Even if they may not like it, don't force it on them. Don't shove it down their throat. Let them at least view what you enjoy. You know, talk to them about it, converse about it, whatever.
Yeah.
Share it with them. If it's not what they about, you'll see that that's what they're not about. And then you can try to find some new common ground. But if they really invested in you and they like you and they fuck with you, they're going to give it a shot. They're going to try for you. They may be ass or whatever, but they'll try, you know?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean, oh, she's not for me because she's not into the things that I'm into. Everybody should have things that they fall back on that their significant other may not be invested in. You don't want to be with your significant other 24/7. You know, everybody needs space. You know, that honeymoon phase will fucking end. You can be in a relationship and be together every single fucking day, and that shit will be great. But at some point, you will want your own space.
Yeah.
You ever held a puppy for too long? It loves you. It loves all the fucking attention. But eventually, that motherfucker's gonna want to get out of your hands. Like, you know, walk away, go do his own thing. You know, you are not supposed to smother each other. That's a red flag, you know? Be invested, be interested, care, but, you know, like don't shove your interest down people's throats just so you can feel closer to them. You know, that's wrong.
What do you think, Ashton?
I think. Sorry, like I
okay.
start talking and it's like my mind goes blank. No, I think the most important part is like communication. I just feel like Nick said, if you're into something and they're not into it, then that's okay, right? Or like if you're doing something at home and you're not with them, just let them know like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, give me a few. I'll hit you up when I can. And I feel like that's no big deal. Because at least that's what I do. Like one of my hobbies is doing my nails. And I love to do my nails. And it takes me like 5 hours to do my nails.
Damn.
Yeah,
for
it
real?
takes me hours. Like I sit down, I watch my show.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, like I'm doing my thing. Like I'll text you when I can. And it's like, okay, cool. You know, so.
Okay, so you kind of feel like there's compromise to everything, right? There should always be, there should be space.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. I like that perspective. I think so too. I just think sometimes it's hard, like when I think it's easier actually when you don't live with each other and it's that beginning phase. But like, what about when you're like living with someone and you have them 24/7, you know? So I think it's harder then, you know, like sometimes you don't have time to follow your dreams and really do your hobbies and shit like that. And that's where things get difficult, I think.
Yeah.
I think resentment builds.
For sure.
Personally, it's just about finding a balance.
Yeah.
You know, life that's one thing that I'm learning as I'm getting older. You know, we talked about this on the way over here. Like, what does it mean to be 30? What does it mean? What am I feeling and everything? And the one thing that I keep coming back to is just patience. Patience. You know, you have a lot of time. We all believe we don't have a lot of time, but we have more time than we actually believe, you know, and it's what you do with that time, you know. And the thing that I keep falling on is balance, you know, balance with family, balance with your love life, balance
Yeah.
with your job life, balance within yourself, you know. Life is balance, you know, and the sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be, you know. And it's like you gotta fall down, but you also gotta get up. You know, you have to go through the trials and tribulations of life and find the balance, you know, figure out what works, what doesn't work. And that's where I'm at. You know, I'm falling down, I'm getting up, I'm falling down, but I keep getting up, you know. And, you know, I may stay down a little longer than I should, but I get up, you know. And before I didn't, I used to just lay there, you know. So there's been growth. And, you know, whether you're living with somebody, you're living by yourself, you know, if you're living with somebody and you guys don't want to be in each other's hair 24/7, you got a whole motherfucking house, you know. Like, I assume that bitch got multiple rooms, you know, unless you're living in fucking New York City or some shit, you know, where your one room is every room, you know, bathroom, kitchen, all that.
You
You
each
know,
got a corner.
you got a corner, you know. Take your corner and figure it out, you know. Like, I'm gonna be over here, you be over there. Be in your person's circle, you know. Like, I'm gonna probably fuck this up, but like, y'all remember when we were in school? Did you guys ever make T charts?
T-chart, that sounds familiar.
It's like you put everything that's going bad,
like pros
on
and
one
cons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you put everything that's going bad on one side, and you put everything that's going good on one side. But what was it when like both of those sides interjected, and you'd write the good shit from both sides in the middle? It was like a circle or some shit. I can't
Yeah,
remember. But it's like you do. That's the way I would approach my relationship if I lived with somebody in the house. You know, I'd be like, look at the pros and cons of us when we have time away from each other. Look at the pros and cons of when we are together. Now let's intersect both of those. You can have your time over here and I can have my time over there. That doesn't mean don't come bother me. You know, you can come see what's up, come and say hey, come give me a little hug, little kiss, whatever, you know. We can be a part of each other's presence.
I feel like it's so easy to put logic on a relationship when in reality I don't think it's like that. Like with the relationship there comes like a lot of emotions and fucking feelings, and sometimes you don't handle those things the right way. You don't always say the right thing. You're not always respectful and shit like that. Like lines get crossed, and you there's like a roller coaster of emotion when it comes to relationships and shit like that. Like things are not always on the up and up. Get me? Like you could look at it so smart sometimes, yeah, but sometimes shit don't work out like that. Nah, fuck no.
Yeah, anything can happen.
It's so hard. It's so, like I said, it's so hard. It's so easy to put logic to it. But nah, man, sometimes, you know, shit's fucked up.
Shit
And
just happens.
sometimes you gotta let go of certain stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like let's say your girl wasn't cool with you gaming. Like maybe you don't gotta give it up. Maybe you just gotta dial back a shitload. Get me? Would you be able to do that?
Yeah, but we can also talk about maybe something that I see her doing, and I may ask for the same thing. Will I get the same result? That's where arguments start, you know, because it's like I may make the sacrifice.
But what
when
if
you
she?
ask
Okay,
me.
but the singular point. Oh, so for you, do you think it's very tit for tat? As in, if you have to sacrifice something, she gotta sacrifice something.
I wouldn't say there's an obligation to sacrifice something, because the moment may not have come immediately after, you know. She may say, oh, I don't like how long you game, you need to do this or that, you know, to make our relationship stronger, or you need to spend more time doing this because this will make your life better, or just whatever, you know.
Which is good
But
advice.
Then, yeah, it is.
It's very valid advice.
It's good advice.
Yeah.
But then what happens when I do those things and life does get better and all that, you know, and the things that she wanted me to do, you know, start to come into fruition. But what happens when I notice things that she does and I make suggestions to her, but then she doesn't want to fall through with those things, you know? And it shouldn't be, well, I did this because you asked me to, you know, but it's just like, I'm making a suggestion to you. And I took your suggestion that you made to me, and look at how well things worked out for me. But now I'm doing the same thing to you, and it's not the same. You know, you feel attacked, or you may not want to change, or you want to question why you have to do this.
Okay.
But did I do that? You know?
Okay.
And then again, arguments can arise from that.
What?
You know?
Okay, give me an example of something you feel a woman could do that you would want her to dial back on.
Okay, let's say, for instance, and this is just me, I'm biased, you know. Let's say I know a girl who, you know, told me, hey, you know, like, you spend too much time with your friends. You know, like, every time your friends call you, you jump up, you cut our time short. You want to go kick it with your friends and all that type of stuff. You know, hey, like, I would like for you to have that same reaction to when I want to do something with us, or, you know, I want you to spend time with me, how you take care of your friends,
Which
or
I
just
feel
whatever.
like is very fair.
You know, that's fine.
Okay.
But like, my thing was, okay, I just met you. You know, like, and
They've been my friends.
I've
They've
known-
been here. They held it down.
I've known these people for like
What's wrong
20
with you?
years,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, for instance, it's like, okay, if this person on a day-to-day basis, they show up, they pop up at my crib, they like, hey, let's go get some food, let's smoke, whatever, you know? They don't have to call me to do that. We're that good of friends, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, let's say a friend just popped up at my house, you know, and my girl is over, and, you know, we're watching a movie. Now, me personally, I gauge things differently than most people. I'm like, okay, we've been together for like 4 or 5 hours. We've been hanging out. I've majorly been with her the whole day.
Okay.
We're watching the movie. We're just kicking it. My homie just randomly shows up.
Okay.
My homie traveled from his house all the way over to my house.
Oh my God, I'm
miles
sorry.
and miles.
But I'm just
How
saying.
far is
I'm just saying.
Where
He
the fuck do you live, Nick?
in the mountains. But
You had to really
I'm
get
just
here.
saying, like, he traveled to my crib. He wanted to surprise me with like food, or he surprised me. He wants to smoke me out. Like, I feel bad as the homie sending my homie away. You know, and like, let's say my homie will make a compromise and be like, let's just pack a bowl real quick, or like, let me just smoke, like, just smoke with me for like 5-10 minutes, you know, and then I'll dip.
Yeah.
So if I ask my girl, hey, my friend just showed up. I know we've been together all day, but you mind if we just smoke real quick, 10-15 minutes? And she gets mad about that.
Okay.
And then we start arguing.
All right.
And I'm like, why are you upset? We've been together the whole day.
Okay.
I didn't know this was going to happen. He came to surprise me. It is his fault that he didn't call and see what was going on.
Right.
You know, that could have easily just fixed this whole situation, but he's here now. I don't want to be an asshole turning my friend around, you know, like, when we could just at least have a little bit of what he wanted to do. You know, we could smoke. He leaves. He got a little bit of what he wanted. He wanted to see me, hang out with me, smoke with me. And I'm now here back with you, and our day continues. Why are you now mad with me, which now ruins the entire rest of our day because I took a 15-minute interval to smoke with my friend who randomly showed up? Do you feel that important?
All right. Perfect. Okay, let's role play. Astrid, you are the woman. So, what's your perspective on being a girl in that situation?
I think if I had a boyfriend and we were hanging out and he just left, he was like, okay, I gotta go, like, or you gotta go, I would be very upset.
No, I didn't look.
No,
That's
I-
valid.
would
I
be
didn't
very
make her
upset.
leave.
No, yeah,
I didn't
would
make
be
her
upset.
leave.
But
She stayed in the living room, chilling on her phone.
Wait here.
And I went to
stay. Nah.
Okay, well-
stay.
I went to my back porch with my friend and we smoked, and he
okay.
left.
Yeah, well, see, like, if it's like that, if it's like something quick, then it's fine. You know, I mean, I don't. If it's off too often, then maybe that's an issue. But if it's like once in a while, then okay, that's fine, you know? But also, like, if you guys are spending time together, then you should dedicate time to her, you know?
Yeah.
Because you guys have plans, you know. What if
yeah,
you were
Nick.
like, okay, like we have plans, but after I'm gonna do something with my friend, and so I have the like, okay, like I'm going in, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave at this time. He's gonna go do his own thing, and then I'll go home, whatever, you know.
Okay. Nick, do you concede to
I
that?
get why.
I do. I
don't know,
understand.
get both
But it was a random spur of the moment. My friend just showed up. You know? I mean, I happen to
Oh
be
my God,
I
it's a
happen
funny
to be the
conversation.
guy in my friend group who usually is not with a woman.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like my homies didn't know that I was even seeing this girl at the time. You know? It was a new
You hiding
thing.
it?
No, it was
You
a
were
new
hiding. You were hiding.
You were hiding
it was a new thing. Why am I gonna tell the homies about something brand new that's gonna probably be gone as soon as I bring it up? So then I can have the misfortune of when they finally ask me, "Oh, what's up with that girl?" "Oh yeah, she's gone, bro." Yeah, like immediately the moment I tell you, and then you ask me again and she's gone. Like I want to go on a couple of dates with her. I want to talk to her and then bring her up and be like, "Hey, you might see us together. I might want to bring her along one time." You know, like I'm a private person. I only tell the people who I feel need to know. And half the time, I tell them once I'm in the midst of the shit, not when it initiates, you know?
Okay.
I like to keep things close to the chest, you know? I don't know, like I just like my privacy. I didn't really get a lot of that when I was growing up. Everybody was all in my business and shit, you know? They still kind of are. So whatever I do get to hold close to my chest, I try to keep it there.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I have such a different perspective. Me and you are very opposites in a lot of ways. So, like, for me, it's like, if I'm mid cuddles with my girl, like, and my dude homie comes trying to kick it and shit, like, you know, I think I'm cool, man. Fuck all that shit, dog.
We can get it tomorrow. Like we'll hang out.
Yeah, like, yo, hit me up some other day.
Yeah.
I'm like playing footsies and shit. Like, I'm straight, dog.
footsies.
I feel like
I'm cool.
you niggas are putting
Netflix
me
is
on
fire right now.
I feel like y'all just put me on a little rowboat and I'm rowing out to sea by myself, like, cause
Nah,
y'all both
yeah, I
agreeing
know.
with each other, and I'm just like, damn, like,
No,
I got just me and the homie on my little boat smoking and shit
I
while
get
my
both
girl
of
is
you.
mad.
yeah,
I feel like I'm more you.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like we can hang out some other time. Like hit me up later, not right now. Like I'm
But-
with my girl.
I just feel like that's valid though. Like you with a female, like I don't know. Like I just be feeling like Nick, because outside perspective,
You know, look,
you don't like to be tied down to something too not long. Not meaning like a relationship, like moments and things that you're spending time on. I don't think you like to do things for a long time. Get me? Like you won't. Like, let's say you're hanging out with me or something, like, we won't kick it, like, a long time. Like, we'll kick it for, like, a little bit, and you want to go do your thing, and, you know, and stuff like that. I don't know, though. That's just an outside perspective.
yeah, I guess you know,
In a
kinda
sense,
like
right?
that, yeah,
You
I like
get-
my alone time.
Okay, that's what I'm about to say. Like, I think you like to get away from certain things. You don't like to be around
I
situations.
like
a
my
long time.
solitude. I've spent
Yeah.
most of my life by
Right.
myself, so it's like I enjoy, like like the new thing I keep seeing is like my social meter like runs out. You know, like I be around people for so long that like my social meter runs dry, and I just need to refuel and like chill by myself. You know, I like to be in my own space by myself. Sometimes I feel like it's a good thing, but then also I feel like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because I've spent so much time by myself that like I'm cool being by myself. But then I have moments where I want to be around people and I don't have anybody to be around. So then I'm just like, fuck. Like I gotta wait for niggas to be available. and shit.
You should have held on to that chick, dog. She wanted you all day, every day, dog. I'm just playing.
Text
I'm
me like, what are you doing?
Double back on that one, buddy.
She's married now.
All right.
Is she?
She got married right after she left me.
Oh,
What does that
could have
say?
been you.
I was holding her back.
That could have been you, Nick.
What does that
The
mean?
last girl before her had a kid right after
Oh
me.
my God.
You know what that's called, right?
Bad luck.
No, that's called a stepping stone.
That's crazy.
Ouch.
I'm kidding. All right, I'm just joking. But all right, man. I like how video games got us here.
Yeah, me too.
You got good perspective on Nick and shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Man, you'll be all right, man. You just gotta, just let the
Will I
that
be
day
all
pass,
right?
dog. The next day you can kick it with your homie,
Yeah.
dog. Like,
She's
gotta let
gone, man. we can smoke all we want.
It's true though.
Crying while I'm smoking and shit.
Seriously.
You'll be all right, dog.
You know what she told me after she left too? She was like, "You care more about your friends than you care about."
I
No,
would've said the same
no,
shit.
no. Matter of fact, no. I got it wrong. She said you are too afraid to disappoint anyone.
Ooh, yeah.
You can't live with the disappointment of others.
Damn.
You have to try to do your best for everybody when they need you.
Damn, that's valid.
Yeah.
And she said that, and then she was like, "You do your best for everybody except for me."
Oh.
Damn, is that true?
How'd you feel hearing that?
Yeah. Is that
The better
valid?
question is me remembering that from 7 years ago when my friend died, and then thinking to myself, because she said it based off of how I was with him, So when he died, the only thing I could ask myself was I a good enough friend? I did everything immediately. Like whenever he needed me, I was there. Even when I was in a relationship, I chose my homie over my relationship. My relationship is gone, and now my homie is gone. So the only thing I have left to question is the last thing she said to me was like, "You're afraid to disappoint your friends." So I just have to ask, was I a good friend?
Damn. God damn, Nick. That's it. Damn, you hitting hard, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. What was I gonna say to that, man? Damn, man, you got me for a loss of words here, man. What's it called? Is that actually valid though? Like, how can I say this, bro? How do you feel about that? Oh my God, Jesus Christ, man, that's so hard hitting. Jesus Christ, dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's me though. It's my life, man. That's what I rattle around in my head, man.
Do you think why? I don't know if you've gotten this, but I always feel like women read you. Women, not just you. I'm talking about like us men in general. Like women can read men so well. Why is that? Why can chicks? They spend a little bit of time around you and they figure you out.
It's
like
the
this.
differences between us, you know,
Fucking
like how
shit, dog.
like how a man could move out of his parents' house, get a brand new place, and all he has to his name in that place is a fucking TV, a TV stand, and a beanbag chair with his system. And dude is fucking happy, sleeping on the floor with covers and a pillow. A girl will walk in there and question his entire existence. But those are the differences between men and women. It takes so little for a man to be happy. And a woman can come in and look at everything he doesn't have and doesn't understand why he's happy. Look at all these things you don't have. Like, look at how much you're struggling. Like, what's going on? You don't even have curtains.
Depends on the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can? Okay, in the times that you've been in relationships like that, can you just read your man like just very quickly?
Yeah.
Why do women pick up on shit so
I feel
good,
like not
dog?
just with the man, but
It's
like
those
just with
unspoken things,
anybody, you know.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you this: from
go.
the podcast that you've been on with us, what can you read about us, your co-host?
Oh my
Astrid?
God! Don't ask me that.
Okay, what?
Nick is psycho.
I feel
Eddie's
like- I don't
something
wanna
else. I don't
answer.
know.
I
He's
don't wanna
real
answer that
psycho.
question.
Just can't tell.
Shit, we're gonna save that for the next pod.
Okay,
the next
no,
pod.
okay. Give us a personality. What's it called? A personality portfolio, like
Yeah,
a
girls
reading.
love watching like fucking murder documentaries and shit. Give us a profile of a
Yeah, a
murderer.
profile reading
I
of
don't
us.
know. I don't know what to say.
Maybe one little thing about us.
Like
maybe,
what do you usually pick up on when you meet a person for the first time? Like, is it their tendencies? Is it like
I think they're the first thing. Their manners. I like to see how they speak to other people.
Yeah.
Well, to me too, but other people, especially like if we go out, like how they treat like
bartenders and waiters
or
and
like
stuff?
waiters and things like that. Yeah, that's something that I paid a lot of attention to.
You get to see their character based off of
Yeah,
that.
because you'd be surprised. Like, at least me in customer service, I get the shittiest people ever.
Absolutely.
So it's crazy to see how nasty people are, you know? So that's not someone that I would want to date. So those are things that I look at.
I mean, that's a good trait to have. You know, that leads to being able to see red flags before they pop up. You can already just be like, oh, I already know how you finna be in this situation.
Yeah.
Do we, but like, okay, I feel like we can read red flags about somebody, but that doesn't necessarily make us run away. I think there's certain traits that we might not like, but attraction is attraction.
Yeah.
You know, based off of what you saying right there, you know, like, oh, you see the red flags, but you still continue forward.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this line and I have never forgot it. But it don't really matter, you know. I don't lie to women, you know, because no matter what red flag she sees in you, if she likes you enough, she'll lie to herself. That's the end of that quote.
What's wrong with you, dog?
A lot. But I mean, think about it. All the women who run back to abusive relationships, all the women who know and see the red flags popping up and still choose to press on because they believe that they can change the person, make the situation better, have control. You know, and I feel like that's a lot of people's issue is control. People want to control things. We live a life that's out of control most of the time, you know, and balance, going back to balance, you know, gaining a little bit of balance in your life gives you the false interpretation of control. I'm in control of things, you know, but if you just stop trying to control things, let them happen and just go with the flow, you'll be a lot better off. You know, I'm not saying like let bad things happen to you. Man. Yeah, dictate your situation, change the situation, make control. Make things happen. But realize when you've won. Realize when you've made the change and things are going good. Too much over manipulating of the situation changes the situation. You know. It's like when I was back in school, I wasn't the best with math. And I would tend to fucking get the right answer the first fucking time. But me doubting myself, I would do extra work and garble everything up and fuck everything up and end up with the wrong answer. And my math teacher would come in and say, you know, you had the answer right the first time, but you doubted yourself so much that you questioned your work and you created all this extra shit. You were right from the beginning. Yeah. Stop doubting yourself. Yeah. Stop trying to control the situation. Realize you are out of control. Go with the flow. I'm not saying, again, let things just happen, but do what you can. It all circles around. Do what you can. Stop worrying about what you can't control. And, you know, whatever happens, happens. And you make the best of what happens, you know? And that's how I'm trying to, you know, take life now. You know, like there's this beautiful quote that I read. Shut up, bitch. We make mistakes here, but pretty much what it read was like, I'm starting to fall in love with all the things that I wish never happened to me.
I love that.
What the fuck does that mean?
My interpretation is like all the things that I wish never happened to me that I thought were bad and changed the course of my life and stuff like that. They've made me who I am. You know, like I can't remember what song it was, but I've heard it in quotes and shit. You know, like I'm not a religious person whatsoever, but for some reason I like religious quotes. And because they be banging, you know,
they be banging.
But like some of them, like this one quote where it's like God only gives you what you can handle. You know, like I told my story and the shit that I was going through a couple of years ago to somebody, and they, you know, I don't condone it, but you know, they were like, I would have killed myself if I was you.
Oh my God!
Damn,
they said that to me, you know, and I was like,
what does that mean?
I was like,
fucked up.
Like, but that's the way I took it when they first said it. But the more time that I sat with it, I was like, I'm stronger than you, you know, because it's like you couldn't handle the shit that I'm going through. I'm still here. I've been dealing with this shit for years. So it's like you just hearing this little tiny bit of it, you already got to the most extreme option.
Death.
You know? Death. The end of all be all, you know? So it's like, if I'm still here, it's for a reason. And it's because I can handle that weight. So I put it on my shoulders, you know? One day I'll get it off. But until then, I carry that weight. And that's just what I'm gonna keep on doing.
I like that. I like us to get into one of the final topics of the day. Astra said she's gonna intro. Let's go ahead. Let's let her.
Just put me on this.
Yeah, let's get you a little comfortable in here, okay?
Yeah, because I got put on the spot like
Yeah.
10 minutes before the interview
It's
or
your
the
birthday.
show.
This is all about you.
Okay, what's the topic
so-
you want to talk about?
Because it's Nick's birthday and we were talking about like him completing a new year, it reminded me of like relationships. So I want to ask you guys, like, how do you guys deal with friendship breakups?
Friendship breakups.
That's great.
Go ahead, Nick. Touch on
I've had a couple, you know, and more recent than not, you know, like I've gone my whole life. I have a very good basis with people. I have a good rapport with people, you know, like if I were to walk out of here and get hit by a fucking bus right now, the one thing that I feel people would say about me is that I was a good guy. You know, I was a good friend. And, you know, Nick was there. He listened. He helped me when no one else did, you know, and he never asked for anything back. So it's like I really don't have any enemies. But the people that I do have that irritate the fuck out of me and I had to let them know about themselves, it's just so weird, man. Because it's like you know people for so long and they know you for so long. And they take everything again back to everything just keeps circling back. But like back to what I was saying about like giving people ammunition to fire back at you later. You know, like I had a friend end a friendship that he had since he was like in the 3rd grade for me. You know, like they defended me. I was drunk one night and I was passed out. And, you know, a friend of a friend was talking shit about me to that friend. And, you know, everybody wasn't vibing with that shit. They just kind of was like, why the fuck are you talking about Nick that way? You know, and like you're doing it while he's passed out. You know, you want us to go wake him up and see if you'd say that shit to his face? You know, and like when I woke up, everybody was telling me like it was a whole fucking thing and they were about to fight. And he was like, you need to get the fuck out of my house and just all this shit. You know, and I felt bad. You know, I felt bad for my friend because it's like you've known him far longer than me. And you ended that whole friendship for me.
That's a good friend and a good
You know?
person.
Yeah.
That's a loyal person.
Yeah.
For sure.
His girlfriend, I didn't even know her at the time. She had just they had just started dating and she was defending me too. And I hadn't even held a full fucking like sentence with this lady, you know? And she was defending me. So ever since then, we've just been real cool. We've been real good, you know? And, you know, I haven't really had too many instances where I've had to like break friends with people, break that friendship and shit. I just stopped talking to people because you outgrow friendships, you know.
That happens naturally for sure.
Yeah, like you go months without talking to people, or they just start doing shit you're not really fucking with, you know, and you just you go your separate ways or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, like recently I got into an argument with my homegirl. You know, if she ever watches this, yes, I brought you up.
Oh God.
But like, you know, she tried to put her problems on me, and I was having a bad day. I had, in the span of 2 days, I did like 2 12-hour shifts back to back, and like I couldn't sleep, so I only had like 7 hours of sleep. And like she hit me up right when I fell asleep, and like just don't fuck with me when I'm sleepy, you know. And she was just like complaining to me about like getting away from everybody bugging her, and because she's a mom. And she was complaining about how people like talk shit about her parenting and stuff. And she was like, this is my only chance to get away and come smoke. And you need to get the fuck up out of bed because I won't have another chance. And I'm just like, why do I need to get up and rearrange my life and all this for you? You know, you could easily smoke by yourself on my back porch, you know, like, and I kind of went off on her and we didn't talk for like 2 weeks, but she came back around. And, you know, she kind of apologized and now we cool and everything. You know, we haven't really gotten to the bottom of it and really spoken on it. But, like, we're just kind of going over it.
Do you guys not have that sort of relationship where she could just kind of talk shit to you?
I mean, yeah, we talk shit to each other all the time.
Okay.
That is our relationship, you know. But that was the first time in 20 years that I've ever blown up on her like that. Like I told her straight up, your fucking problems aren't my fucking problem.
You know, it's funny that you bring well, not funny that you bring it up, but now that you bring it up, I had a friend, and at least right now, like with my best friend, her issues, like when she comes to me, they never bother me ever. And you know, when I go to her, I'm sure my issues don't bother her. But I had a friend where it got to the point where her issues were like, it was a problem in my life, and I had to cut her off because I couldn't deal with it no more.
Damn.
Yeah, so it just reminded
Do
me.
you
right now that
do you still not talk to that friend?
No, I haven't talked to her in about like a little over a year.
Damn. Okay.
And it sucks because it was a great friendship. You know, it was one of those friendships where I thought, you know, we would grow up together and then we would have kids and then we would be like family. And unfortunately, it didn't play out like that.
Damn.
But it sucks, you know, because it just got to the point where I couldn't take her issues anymore. Like they were affecting me or my friends as well.
Would you reconcile?
I don't think so.
Damn.
You know, it's
What if
that-
she came to you with that, like years later?
Yeah, what if she
Because
tried?
like that's what we were talking about in the
You know,
car on the way over here.
Maybe I feel like it's happened a lot where we got into a couple arguments over the same thing.
Yeah.
Over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
you're hitting
and
a brick
it
wall.
never changed, you know, it never changed. And right now I say no. I don't want to say no
Never,
ever.
yeah.
Because I don't know. But as of right now, no, I think I'm okay not being her friend anymore. And I'm sure she feels the same way too. You know, it sucks. It did hurt. You know, it hurt me a lot. It hurt our friend group. But you know, maybe in the future, I don't know how things are gonna be. Maybe, but as of right now, no.
Time changes all.
Yeah. Damn. When it comes to that type of topic, like I'm super conflicted because I feel like as you live your life, you should be able to dictate who is and isn't in your life. But sometimes, like with Nick, like I've gotten arguments with Nick. We fucking yelled at each other, all type of shit. But like, I don't think I could ever be like, "Hey, fuck you, bro." Like I don't want to be your friend. Even though I think I have said that at some point to him, but like, I don't think I could really follow through with that type of thing because my friend, you know, like,
Right.
and I think because I met him when I was older, maybe I think it might be easier to get rid of like kid friendships, you know, because that's like, okay, you're getting older, you're drifting apart,
Right.
the interests are not the same, you're not looking at shit the same, you got jobs, whatever, new friends and shit like that, like. But with as being an adult and stuff, like, I don't know, I think that might be a little harder, you know, because if he's not physically harming me or doing shit to me where I feel like it's out of line, like, nah, bro, I can't fuck with you, like,
Yeah.
at all. Like, I think it's all good. I think things are forgivable. Like,
Yeah.
you could definitely let things go, you know, like, if you get into arguments. But if that person's not a true friend, like, where you got real love for them and they didn't do nothing out of pocket to you, it's all good, you know. But if they did, fuck that. Yo, I think I don't think it's easy for me to cut off people, but I'm not really a person who has a lot of friends and I don't hang out with a lot of people. Like, honestly, it's been probably years since I kick it with people and stuff like that. But with this motherfucker right here, like, you know, if I got free time, I'll hit him up just to talk.
Right.
Sometimes about life and shit like that.
You know, honestly, since we on this subject, when was the last time y'all met a new friend? Like a new person, made a new friend?
I feel like
and y'all consistently like hang out with this person or talk to them.
Nah.
Yeah, see, it's been a minute. Everybody's so closed off these days.
I made a friend last year, and we ended up it was like a friendship breakup, really bad, like probably
Damn.
one of the worst friendship breakups I've had. And I think you learn a lot about people when you're no longer friends with them and how they speak about you when you're not there to other people.
Yeah.
I feel like it really shows you people's true colors. So in a way, it's kind of like, it's good that you fall off with people. I don't know.
Yeah, so you learn lessons.
Yeah.
You turn that L into a lesson.
Oh God. You are so corny, dog.
What? I'm just-
turn that L into a lesson.
Well, I
Alright,
ramble
that's
a lot,
fine.
so it's like I
That's
need to get
fine.
straight to the point.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. I guess that's cool. Very good topic, Astrid. I'm glad you were able to intro it. And
You're welcome.
We're welcome.
I really needed that. All right, we got a few minutes left. Let's do a little something fun. Let's get down to it. The battle of the century, what we've been waiting for our whole fucking lives. Snake versus Astrid in a spell off. Let's get to it, okay? Nick, you'll be first. Oh, no, wait. It's your birthday, dog. You decide who goes first, dog.
Astrid, what the fuck?
Okay.
Super petty.
Okay.
Ladies
All right, let's
first,
see.
what are you talking
Low
about?
key, this might be
Just
a little
being a
hard.
gentleman.
This might be a little hard. Like,
Yeah.
she's like a college graduate.
No, but I'm
this
dumb as fuck.
motherfucker barely graduated high school. Nah, I'm fucking around, dog. I'm just kidding, man. It's all right, man. You're a smart guy, man.
I'm not the best speller.
All
Grammar's
right.
not my best. I'm
That
not the
not
best at
valid?
that.
This motherfucker.
All right, let's go. All right, Astrid.
Why are you doing that?
Your first
On
word,
first? Okay.
suffocate.
Oh, suffocate. That's easy. It's SUFFOCATE. Suffocate.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I feel like Nick is in trouble like a motherfucker. All right, Nick, you ready?
No.
Decision.
DECISION.
Yeah. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was so funny. The worry in your eyes was hilarious. All right, let me get a few more words, okay?
Okay.
All right, Astrid.
Some bullshit. I didn't sign no fucking NDAs, no agreements. I didn't
Hide my
practice.
shit.
I'm scared.
Just gonna bring this shit up. I just want y'all to know at home, like this nigga making this shit up as he goes.
I am. Fuck you.
He told me 10 minutes before this shit, you gonna run this show.
Well,
Now
that's
we
good,
doing
that's
a
fun.
now we doing a spelling bee.
Yeah, man. You guys are 1 for 1. Don't trip. It's all good. You good, man.
The world's about to see how stupid I am.
That's hilarious. Hold on. All right. Analysis.
Analysis. Damn.
That's a good word.
Analysis. 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 Yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel so bad for Nick for some reason. That's so crazy. All right. Let me see. Let me get a good word for Nick here.
I just smile because the word
Get a hard
analysis
one.
has anal in it.
Give him a hard one.
Nah, that's not a good word. Hold on. That's not a good word. Okay. Management. Do you not? All right, let's go.
Manage. MANAG. Jesus fucking Christ. Management. I hate you so much, Eddie.
All right, go.
Management. MANG. Wait, no, MANEG. Nah, bro, I fucked it. I fucked that word.
All right, that's
I
fine.
fucked it.
That's fine. All right, you're down 1.
Yeah.
Let's see. One more. All right, hold up.
I just laugh because I fucking have so many issues with management. I can't spell the word.
I gotta get one hard one for Ashley because she's like a college graduate, so it's kind of fucked up for you, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see.
Thesis. Like,
Hold up now. Let me see. Yeah, a good word. Hold up. It's 'cause I feel like I gotta give her a hard one. That's why.
Oh my God.
dysfunctional.
Give me definitely. I will not know how to spell that.
Banana.
All right. Banana. Spell abbreviations.
Abbreviation. Oh my God.
Yes. I stumped her.
Okay. Damn, I don't know if it's a double B abbreviation. Oh my God. I'm gonna go with double B.
Wow, I'm a fucking idiot.
ABB
Management is so fucking easy.
REVE abbreviate. Hold up.
Yeah.
Abbreviations. ABBREVIATIONS abbreviation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick, you're in trouble.
Yo,
dog.
is management MAN?
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Go. Hold on. Let me just give you the next word. Can I? Can I just give you the next word? Relatively. and then that's it. We'll just end it there, dog, because you lost. But all right, give me your best shot, man.
Relatively, REALITIVTY.
Hey, man. Happy birthday, man.
TIVY.
Happy birthday, dog. Man, it's a good day for you, dog.
Not
Come on,
anymore.
man. You're my guy, dog.
Not anymore.
Yeah. We're not friends anymore.
I'm gonna go read the fucking dictionary.
All right, man. Sign us out, man. Get us out.
Sign us out.
Yeah, that was
We
sad.
about to go to the hospital with the fucking cough.
My bad. I was laughing too much.
I just so happen to be one of those black dudes named Nick, and I'm on a podcast with someone named
My name's Eddie, man. I'm still the king, bitch.
Barely.
In a mastered.
This was
The king of putting niggas on point. On the
This-
spot.
This was the No Muzzle podcast. Thank you very much. See you next time. I'm sorry.
I really couldn't spell management.
Try it one more time.
It's